After its inaugural edition in 2021, the Champions Match is set to make its return this year. The tournament organizers, Carling, together with SA Rugby, confirmed at its launch yesterday that it will take place at the Nelson Mandela Stadium in Gqeberha this time around. Newzroom Afrika's Yolulwe Qoshe has the story.
This year,
after garnering over 1 million voters on its first attempt, the champions team demolished opponents Kenya 85-17 at Loftus. The players voted to be part of the champions team this year will face Italy A. With the successful engagement last year, brand director Arne Rust said the initiative was not necessarily aimed at attracting the youth, but rather to give all fans, young and old, a voice.
We've seen people, I think the oldest person voting was like in their 90s. There was a thing, right? We can go pull the stats. But a need to be heard, right? To have your champion voice heard is something that really transcends all boundaries. So that is something that we want to empower.
SA Rugby President Mark Alexander explained that although he was happy to see the match taken to Gqeberha, the Eastern Cape still had a few off-field rugby issues to fix.
You know, there's so much talent in the Eastern Cape, you know, and taking to the Eastern Cape, because that's the bedrock of black rugby in our country. If you find a rugby player, a so-called black rugby player playing for a province, 99.9% of the time they come from the Eastern Cape. If you look at a colored player playing in a province, 99% of the time it comes from Eastern Cape or Western Cape. So it's an area that holds the largest player base, you know, in South African rugby. And it's important for South African rugby to make sure that we get them back on track.
One of the players that was part of the inaugural Champions Match team is Western Province Currie Cup team captain Qqeberha. The open side flanker says giving the fans the power to decide is a great initiative.
It was an honor to, without the fans we can't do our job and entertain people, so it's just giving them power to be able to pick their team and the combinations that they want, to pick the coach that they'd like to see coach, and maybe like they like his coaching style or whatnot. So yeah, it literally is about the fans.
Having spent 6 years playing abroad, Blue Bulls captain Marcel Coetzee says he missed South African rugby fans and his culture.
You as a South African player, you know, you always want to strive to do your best and give your all, you know, but if you can have that backing from the fans, you know, that's always an extra cherry on the cake, you know, it shows you they appreciate what you bring every weekend. So I think it's a great concept, you know, and I think the players will definitely feed off that.
With sport and sponsorship surviving on the interaction of fans, a fan-powered initiative makes sense. For SA Rugby, they hope to nurture the hotbed of what they call black rugby in the country by taking this particular match to Gqeberha on the 2nd of July at 7 p.m. For Newzroom Afrika, channel 405, I am Yolulwe Qoshe in Johannesburg.